So today, Istanbul, we're going out. I got a short excursion with Viator. So from outside, we have to pick up the tickets, but it's all inclusive with the tickets and skip the line. And we're going to see the Hagia Sophia, the Blue Mosque, the Sistine, the Paki Palace, the Aram. It just didn't include the bazaar, but afterwards I'll just walk to the bazaar, hopefully, and get to see it. So just a word of caution. We can't show the shoulders and the knees, therefore I am with trousers, long trousers today. And when you enter some of these temples, what I've been told from the lectures on board is that many places we have to take the shoes off. So it is advisable to take a tote bag empty or a backpack where we can put the shoes and have them with us. Or we can leave them at the entrance of whatever we see. But I do recommend that we take a tote bag. And for women, a scarf is always something convenient. Just don't buy the scarf here on board. I was looking for scarves for my wife. The minimum one costs like $300. So okay, let's go and see Istanbul. I'm so enthusiastic. With the exit in Istanbul, first thing we have to do is go to guest services and pick up our passports. Quite a big crowd to disembark today because one of the segments finishes here in Istanbul, and as you can see, it is quite filled. But it looks like 180 passengers continue to the second segment. I'm one of those 180 passengers. So the meeting point here by the white clock tower, and this is the clock square. Wow, that tram experience was quite an experience. A bit full, but it looks like it's basically just tourists going on. And I strongly recommend that you really take the tram, because as I was watching, taxis and Ubers and cars, they were like slow, stuck in traffic. The tram at least was like 4 times the speed of any of the other transportation. So despite that lack of comfort, I do recommend you. Anyway, a good thing is it's got air conditioning. Those trams have air conditioning, so make life a little bit more comfortable. And the beauty is, look, wherever we see the back, all these beautiful buildings all over the place. Just check. Beautiful. I am so excited to be here. This is a place I always wanted to visit ever since I read the Dan Brown novels. Oh my God, amazing story. So it feels, love it, love it, love it. Quite impressive, this building. Looks like it was built in only 5 years and 8 months by 2,000 slaves, 24 hours per day. I can't imagine how many died with this. And with this, we finished the visit to the Topkapi Palace, which was beautiful and huge. I think we could spend like 3 or 4 more hours there. But, well, we have to call it a day. I'm going to go now to the ship. I'm a bit tired, I must confess. It's already past lunchtime, so maybe just go for the Explorer Lounge, have there a club sandwich, or maybe arrive at tea time. And then I think I'll have to come back to Istanbul to off board and see a little bit more of the city. This is huge. Almost feel lost. Look at this. Big, enormous. What a cruise terminal. So as I came after the tour, I was completely tired. So I really needed to go and rest and sleep down a bit. So I had the late snack at the Explorer Lounge, which is good. They've got their pokeball, the club sandwich, some of these mezze, hummus and stuff. So quite nice. And now as I'm looking here to the oldest ship, and the Bosphorus River looks to be very active. You know, I'm feeling like I'm not going to stay in the cruise ship. It only leaves at midnight. So I went to the shore excursions, or the destination experiences, and booked the Bosphorus River late night evening small ship sailing. So I'm going now for it. I do recommend that. You know, I was feeling guilty to be in the ship and not enjoying Istanbul to its fullest. So happy now that I booked it. Probably more expensive than if I would have done an external trip or external tour. I did see it cheaper, but it seemed to be a little bit on the small side, and because probably only 180 people are connecting the cruises, which means not many people will book this cruise because it's embarkation port. Anyway, with this in mind, and that the excursion is only for 16 people, I decided, yeah, let's book it. I'll be going there, just me and my wife, and 14 other people, because it looks like we got the last 2 spots on it. So enjoying and seeing the Bosphorus River. The only thing that we'll miss from this trip will be the visit to the Grand Bazaar, but I was so tired, you know. On one side I feel guilty not having done it, on the other side there will be other opportunities, I hope, because Istanbul is really an interesting city, but it's full of tourists, as you probably have seen. Okay, let's go and to the lobby. Well, with the meeting point being here in the lobby, I'll have the Prosecco in the meantime. The protocol is basically the same as with the other shore excursions. We get this plastic card with a number in it for our shore excursion. We just exchange the ticket for it, and they'll be calling us anytime soon. Wow, it feels quite a difference in temperature now. Late in the evening, it's around almost 7 compared to what it was at the lunchtime. I think we went out in the middle of the heat, completely total. Now it feels so much refreshing, this soft breeze, and the temperature much cooler. It's going to be nice, and the sun is setting, as we can see immediately by this twilight. Earlier on I didn't get that feeling, but what I'm seeing now, this port, is just a huge shopping mall. So I believe you can do your shopping just getting out of the ship and shop around. It's just like a shopping mall anywhere else. thing good in this small boat is the space, so we are not congested. Although they had a group of 16 and a group of 8, they mixed us all in the same group. 24 people, yeah. Looks like we are more than comfortable.